What's up? It's your girl Sherelle Unique here, and you know I have to do a review on this versus between Tank and Tyrese. I want to say that both men are fine, okay? So it was nice eye candy. I loved Tyrese's wardrobe changes. He looked good. And I want to add in that I love that they both showed love to the women in their life. Like, I love that is something that is allowable today. Like, they didn't used to permit that kind of thing. You had to always look single. And I like that these men are putting their women on display and showing their love publicly. I also want to say that I love the playful banter between the two of them. People don't really know that Tank was doing stand-up for a little bit, so he is hilarious. And like he said, he was hanging with Jamie Foxx, so I'm sure he had to come with the jokes really quickly. Messing around with Jamie Foxx. You know, Jamie Foxx will ruin your life. To add, when it comes to Tank and his comedic abilities, that whole turtleneck segment was comedy gold, okay? Comedic gold. So if you know anything about me, then you already know that I am a huge Tank fan. He is probably my favorite male vocalist right now. But Tyrese is no slouch. Tyrese can blow. Both men are very anointed singers, and you can tell that by the feeling that they evoke within you when you hear them sing. Tank is at a bit of a disadvantage because he actually has a hearing disability where he's lost a significant amount of hearing in his ears. I don't know if it's both ears or one ear. I have to double check that. But he has lost significant amount of hearing in his ears. So that plays a role in this. If you know anything about singing, you know that you have to have your ears to stay on pitch. Okay, to stay on key, to stay on tone, to keep your volume where it needs to be. It's like your hearing is everything. So I like that he is putting his legacy on display for us all to see as he transitions more into his acting career. Now, what we know about Tyrese is a very accomplished singer. And he kind of transitioned out of singing into more of his acting abilities. And he's a great actor. But Tyrese is no slouch on the vocals. Tyrese is a crooner. Tyrese has a soulful voice. He has a strong voice. He's going to give you power. He's going to give you passion. And the songs that he sings, they are not easy songs to sing by any means. When you are a singer with a very strong voice that can belt out powerful notes and hold them like Tyrese does, singing those songs with accuracy and singing those songs back to back to back is very challenging. When it comes to Tyrese, he started out with a lot of power and doing a fast song, and that can kind of wear you out and drain you out easily and quickly. And so I think for me there was a issue with pacing, because when you start off full speed, when you get towards the middle, it can get a little shaky. And as Tyrese said, I'm gonna hit a couple bad notes. But he also told us he's about to make up for what he did, and he did that. This wasn't a Carl Lewis national anthem moment. Although he was having some microphone issues and he needed to keep the mic up here, he was trying to have mic control like we would normally do, but he needed to keep that microphone up here. So although he was having some technical difficulties with sound, he was singing the heck out of Stay. He sung the heck out of Sweet Lady. He sung the heck out of Lately and How You Gonna, and those are the songs that we were really waiting for. Now, he sung some songs from different albums, and if you're not a Tyrese fan, you might not know some of those songs. It might have been one song that I did not know. The name escapes me right now, but he was killing it. And I liked that he sung What Do You Like, because I don't know if I really paid attention to the fact that that's Tyrese singing that song with the Brat at the time. So I'm glad he did that. One thing about Tyrese is he had to sing flat footed, and he couldn't really bring that many people out. He had to do that, and I don't want to say do it alone because he had some fantastic background singers, but that is very difficult to keep singing those songs back to back by yourself. All right, let's talk about Tank. We already know that Tank has amazing, outstanding, darn near perfect vocals, right? But I want to say that in comparison to what Tyrese did tonight, Tank stuck with more of his bops. He was able to pace a little better and allow his voice to rest by bringing out some amazing singers. He brought out Jay Valentine, LaToya Luckett. He brought out Trey Songz, even though I wish he would not have brought out Trey Songz because I'm still mad at him. Oh, and if I didn't mention, Tyrese brought out Chingy, and I was happy to see Chingy. I love that song. He also brought out Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx. I loved every ounce of that. Now, there was another guy, he sung Pleasure Peace song on the spot. I think his name was Lonnie Burrell, at least that's what Tyrese said. He didn't give a good vocal, but I give him a pass because he was put on the spot. He was singing a song that he was not supposed to sing. That's not his song. And yeah, it was Pleasure Peace song that Tank wrote. So I love that Tank was able to do a lot of songs that he wrote and produced. I didn't even know he did Regret by LaToya Luckett. I love that song. And he did a little bit of Aaliyah's Can I Come Over, because Tank sung background, and he sung background on the song. I also want to add in that he did a couple of the Omarion songs that he wrote as well. And you know, Tank's been touring a lot lately in recent years. He knows what it takes to put on a show like that. He knows about just hitting the bops, resting your vocals, pacing, hitting the stronger songs at a certain time when your voice is at its peak. You know, Tyrese has not been doing that. And it takes a little minute to get back in your rhythm. I think Tyrese did an awesome job though. I do wonder if Tyrese had in-ears because it looked like he did not. I could be tripping. That plays a big role when you're doing a live show of such a huge magnitude, of making sure that you can hear, because the way you hear things and the way the audience hears it, totally different. Like, as you could see, Tank had 2 in-ears in, and I'm sure they were turned up to the max just based on his disability right now. Tank did some of my favorite songs, little snippets, but he did them nonetheless. Like, I love Slowly. Slowly is one of my favorite songs by Tank. He did my other jam, That's What You Get Every Day When You, that's my song. And also, When We, What I did not like was the sound, but I do know that it's tough to be the sound man for such a huge production. I wanted there to be a little more balance with the background singers. Tyrese's voice was going out when he pulled away. I did not like the 2 hosts at the beginning. Like, it seemed like the girl was trying a little too hard. The dude, I don't know why he would sing a little bit of Tyrese's song, one of his hit songs. Like, you just don't do that. When he's about to come out and do it, you take the steam out of it. And lastly, I hate that Genuine got stuck at the airport. I was really looking forward to hearing some of those TGT jams. Anyway, I had a blast. I was in my apartment just singing and winding. And I had a blast tonight. So I hope y'all did too. Versus Tyrese and Tank.